Welcome everybody back to All About Articulation, where we do a deeper dive into the articulation of some of your favorite action figures while glossing over things like sculpt, paint apps, character history, accessories, because I suck at that, and there are already so many great reviews on YouTube who do that already, so I don't want to waste your time. And time is a terrible thing to waste. Today I'm trying something a little bit new, or for the next couple of videos I'm going to do something a little bit new. I hope you guys don't mind, but I've sort of attached, I'm using like a body cam sort of thing. I've modified a camera. Basically it's not really a body cam. I just took my camera and mounted it to my chest so I can move and I can do something hands-free, but at the same time I can control the camera by moving back and forth with my body. So I hope you guys don't get nauseous or vertigo from this. We'll see how this goes. If you guys don't like it, you know, it's no problem. I can always switch it back. But I thought I'd give this a try just so that I can try be a little bit more dynamic and fluid and organic in my video presentation. What do you guys think? Huh? Not bad? Okay. Today we're reviewing the Marvel Legends Avengers video game Abomination Build-A-Figure. A couple of quick thoughts. This is a big boy. For a 6-inch scale Marvel Legends, he's I wouldn't say he's the biggest BAF, but he definitely is on the larger side. And in terms of a couple of the other Build-A-Figures that have come out in recent months, if not in the past year, he definitely stands, I think he stands the tallest in terms of Build-A-Figures and the bigger oversized figures like the 2-pack Hulks that we've gotten, the Juggernaut, Colossus 2-pack and whatnot, although that was a Build-A-Figure. Really, the amount of articulation on this big boy is phenomenal. I mean, not to go too deep into detail, but I mean the sculpt and the paint, it's all there. It's great. Other collectors have noted that they wish there was a little bit more detail around, you know, the pants area. Maybe, you know, you can paint some of the nails, the claws. A lot of people had a problem with his face sculpt, which I get it. This is not Abomination to me. The Abomination was always the old school Build-A-Figure that came out, you know, 5 years ago. But in this sort of batch of reviews I was gonna do, it was this guy, the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure, and 3 McFarlane's DC guys. And then as I just had them lined up, I realized, you know what? If you just kind of squint your eyes, he makes a pretty good poor man's Killer Croc, doesn't he? I mean, look at him standing right there next to the Joker and Batman. There you go. There's your Killer Croc. I kind of Googled a couple of Killer Croc pictures to see, okay, does his head sort of look a little Killer Croc-ish or not so much? Would this ruin the illusion? And depending on artist, you know, you can get a wide variety of Killer Croc looks. So, like I said, he definitely can, you know, he can fill in for a good Killer Croc, and he is big that he does scale really well with 1/10 scale 7-inch action figures, right? So it works. Love this guy. All right, let's get down to the brass taxes. What do you think, huh? In terms of height, he is exactly about right at 9 inches. Right there, the top of his head. 9 inches. Can you see that there? From the top of his head, he's going at 9. Really good. His unfortunately, he can't get his arms all the way out, so you can't get a really good, as I call it, a hot tub pose. That's about as far up as his arms can get. But his head is on this double ball dumbbell joint that can rock in all directions. So you get a lot of good range of motion. What I'm gonna do is definitely, I'm gonna just Dremel out just maybe like a little bit of a C shape right at the back of the base of the neck, so then I can push this peg further back. So hopefully, so see, if I got him standing straight, see that peg is at a 45-degree angle. If I Dremel that and push it back, I want that peg to stand perpendicular, 90 degrees. And then, because of the ball joint, you could push it up, and then he could finally look up. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, just because a figure can't look up and utilize full neck articulation, you can always cheat and extend the back, push the back, for lack of a better word, to cheat to look for the character to look up. And that's all fine and dandy. But that's if you want to pose your figure stargazing. Alright? The reason why we want especially big, bulky characters to look up isn't because we want him looking up at the sky. It's because we want him to crunch forward and articulate the head upwards so he can get into what I always call a rage pose. Guys like Hulk, Wolverine, Abomination would do well, would probably be displayed for a lot of collectors, hunched over, hands out, ready to attack. But look, his stupid face is looking down the whole time. Wouldn't it be great if he could kind of, oh, I don't know, look up? If you could pose him like this, that'd be ideal. And with all this articulation, except for articulating back, it's kind of it's just a shame. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm probably gonna get to do that. But other than that, it's great. You get a lot of range here. Tons of range. This way, that way. You can pose him. Kind of twisting his torso to the side. I mean, if you like articulation and you like big, bulky, monster-looking figures, or you just want a guy to, like I said, stand in as a Killer Croc, a really good Killer Croc that scales really well with your 7-inch, 1/10 scale DC McFarlane figures, or NECA, or DC Essentials, looking to get him. And I know he's a Build-A-Figure, so you know, maybe you have to look on the aftermarket. I got him for about 60, 65 shipped. Some people are selling for 70. I mean, you know, for the amount of plastic you get, it ain't bad. So the articulation is very typical. You get bicep swivel. One thing I did thought was good. The lack of shoulder articulation is bothersome, but it's made up for by the true butterfly joints. It goes all the way back if you want to articulate his backwards range of motion. like he's being handcuffed by the cops. All right, Abomination, let's go. You shouldn't have broken into the store. All right, there you go. We don't rob banks here. Did I call him Killer Croc or did I call him Abomination? Whatever you want to call him. So he does get great backwards butterfly motion, and he does have these slight indentions right next to the pectoral muscle that you can articulate his shoulders and push him forward just a good amount, that he does have a slight forward butterfly motion, which is great because then you get to, with his elbows straight, he can touch his fingertips. So he has what I call full butterfly motion, which not all Marvel Legend Build-A-Figures or oversized figures have that, even ones that were bragged to have butterfly motions. Like, oh, I don't know, this guy? This is the 80th anniversary 2-pack with the Wolverine Hulk, where he had the backwards butterfly motion, but no forwards. So when you're articulating the arm, it stops right there. And then when you look at him from a bird's eye view, he can't get his hands, he can't get his arms any closer than that. But Abomination, he can get him all the way, he can get his hands all the way, get his arms all the way in, which is a definite plus. And since I brought Hulk out, might as well just do a little height comparison. Yeah, Abomination towers over this Hulk, as you can see. Face to face. Back to back. Let me scoot down a little bit. Yeah. So that's Hulk. I think moving forward for the next iteration of Hulk, and listen, I got a lot of crap for my criticism of this Hulk, which I love, by the way. I got all 4 of these stupid things. I got the 80th anniversary Hulk, I got the Gray Hulk, I got the SDCC exclusive Green Hulk, and I got the Red Hulk. So for a guy who supposedly, as some of you who have watched my past videos, have claimed and criticized me for hating and shitting on this Hulk, I love this guy. I do. I love this Hulk. But it's not perfect. And I'm going to say that I think moving forward, this is the better body mold. If they're going to make another Hulk figure, or I don't know, Sasquatch, let's say, or Juggernaut, or whoever, this might be the guy. This is the go-to oversized big guy mold to use. One thing that I did notice weird was that there is a cut for the waist swivel. Like, you got Hulk over here. He's got the joint, the ball joint in the upper abdominal to do the crunch and to do a little bit of pivoting and a little bit of tilting. But ultimately, you can also swivel his waist left and right. On Abomination, however, there's a cut there that you can see, but there's no movement. I hope it's not just my figure that does this. I don't know. Maybe if you out there have this figure and you can somehow got the waist swivel to move, let me know, because it just looks like it should move. It's got the cut that goes all around, but no movement whatsoever. The entire movement is contingent upon this upper swivel, and swivel it does, and swivel it does. It goes all around. It's got a much broader range, wider range of motion than Hulk even. So I'm not complaining about the abdominal articulation at all. The range of motion is superb. All right. Yeah, I mean, you know, typical swivel, bend, double jointed knee. He's got this weird lower calf swivel too, which is interesting. I would never use it, but I'm just, it's there. He's got great ankle pivots. Let me show you his split. Let me show you his Glen Webb. All right. Like I said, not much of a hot tub, because the sculpt of the shoulders juts out. So as you can see right there, that hinders the upward movement of the shoulder. What are you gonna do? If they just had cut that out a little bit to make it more of a straight line, you would have gotten more upward movement. But all in all, man, this is a great figure. You can get him to so many different poses. He looks great next to your other figures, even of other lines. Like I said, there you go. Here's your Killer Croc. What do you think, huh? What do you think? All right, I'm out of here.